What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the podcast. We've got nothing better to do. The show where we talk about movies, TV shows, video games, and comic books because, well, we've got nothing better to do. I'm your host, Nathaniel, and this week I am joined by Jeremy and Parker. And what's up? How's it going?
It's alright. Not too bad.
School started, so meh.
How much longer do you have, Parker?
Can I get an F in the chat?
A year.
Only a year, and then you have to go to. Are you going to med school?
PA school.
Yes.
It's only 2 years.
Assistant, right? That's
Yeah.
not bad.
6 years of college reap.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, we're not here to talk about college. We're here to talk about stuff.
College stuff.
Themes
No, not college
and places.
Just
College is stuff.
You remember
other
when
than
you used to
college.
go to places?
Remember places?
That's actually a good commercial.
Movie news. This is a rumor. I have never heard of this publication. So take it with a grain of salt. But there is a rumor that in Doctor Strange 2, The Multiverse of Madness, there is a possibility that there will be alternate versions of the Marvel characters that we all love. And one of them may be Tom Cruise as Iron Man.
What is going on in the background, Jeremy?
Nothing.
I guess it continues.
But how would you feel about Tom Cruise playing an alternate reality Iron Man? It's kind of poetic because he was the original choice to play Iron Man before RDJ. But what would you think?
I want Tom Cruise as a bad guy.
What if he was an evil Iron Man?
Yeah, I'd be fine with that.
That'd be pretty dope, actually. But Tom Cruise never plays the bad guy.
I know. That's why I want him as a bad guy.
But it goes against his image.
Yeah,
I don't think I don't remember if it was him or I know The Rock does it, but I don't know if they for sure if Tom Cruise does it too. But The Rock will never play a bad guy because he's The Rock, and then he has clauses in his contract that's I can only take so many punches, or I can only be quote unquote losing for a certain amount of time, or he doesn't lose
explains
fights.
his movies recently.
Yeah.
In the past 5 years.
He can never be being beaten because it would dampen his image.
Yeah.
I think Tom Cruise. I don't think it's like that because he definitely is if you watch Mission Impossible, he definitely gets the snot kicked out of him. But I think he doesn't take villain roles, I think, or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, I think as an alternate Iron Man, I would be okay with it. He's old
I need
though.
to see a screen test or something before it's in my head it sounds like it could work, but it's also one of those ones where it's or it could just be terrible.
Nah, I think he could do it. I think it'd be cool. But yeah, I think if he was an evil Iron Man, that would be even better. Because then it's oh my gosh. You think, you thought, but then, oh no.
Yeah, kind of doing a bamboozle like Mysterio.
I was thinking more of Interstellar, where, spoilers, if you haven't seen Interstellar, they go to the ice planet, and then Matt Damon's there, and you're like, oh my gosh, Matt Damon, I love you. And then he's a psychopath, and he tries to kill him. You're like, no, Matt Damon, why? And he's the villain. That's a great cameo. Oh crap, he's the bad guy. So if they did something like that, I think that'd be cool. He shows up, or he's in another multiverse, and then Iron Man swoops in, And he's like, Tony? And then the helmet comes off and it's Tom Cruise. And he's like, yes. And you're like, and you're like, wow, let's be best friends. And then all of a sudden, he's the bad guy.
His name shouldn't be Tony, though. It should just be Tom.
Hello, I am Tom,
Tom
Stark.
Stark. Yeah. I think that would be awesome.
Tom Stork
Tom Stork.
of Stork Industries.
I'd be fine with that.
Yep. Yeah, I'd be okay with Tom Cruise's alternate Iron Man. Even if he was like a good guy, or if he had like a 2-minute cameo, I think that would still be cool. In other movie news, my favorite movie ever, Avatar, its sequel, Avatar 2, is 100% done filming, and Avatar 3 is 95% done filming. Oh goody. So excited. Can you hear the excitement?
Why do you hate the movie so much?
I just don't think it's a good movie. I think it is overhyped.
I saw it for the first time last year and thought it was fantastic.
I don't know. I didn't like
Well,
it.
I mean, one of his favorite movies of all time is Tron.
All flash and no substance, which is what Avatar is, and I still don't like Avatar.
There's definitely a lot more substance in Avatar, though.
Well, yeah.
Did you watch that video I sent you? The
Yeah.
Tron video?
They don't even talk about the de-aging.
Legacy?
No. Well,
No,
do.
they will. They're gonna make another video.
Oh, I was like, they didn't even. I was like, I feel like they didn't even mention any bad CGI. That was all like, they either really loved the old CG, or they were praising the new one. And I was like, there's no bad in here.
No, they usually they'll usually make multiple videos on a single movie if they do a single movie. And
Well, yeah, I know. I watched Corridor Crew.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, they spent a lot more time on the old Tron than I was expecting. I was like,
Yeah, it was really cool though. I
really
like it when they do old movies.
I know, but I was expecting them to be like, this looks like garbage, which it kind of does. I mean, it doesn't look like garbage; it just looks old. But
Yeah,
I do
like
really
they said,
like
it was made before
CG.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the effect, like on the people, how it's like the iridescent lights kind of moving on them. I really like that effect. But
Yeah, how would you like to be the person that had to cut slits in every single film?
That would suck.
24 for every second.
Yeah, that would freaking suck. That's how they made movies back in the day.
Yeah.
But now, because obviously there's still movies that are shot on film with CG in them, but at least now you can create the CG rendering and then print it to film, and then do that. So it's a lot easier to do that, because I would still like to shoot on film just because I like the look of it. But at least you don't have to cut out single frames, or like when a lot of times when movies were colorized, like coming from black and white, they're hand painted, so they had to hand paint every
like
single
before
frame.
Like the colored before Technicolor.
Yeah, they'd have to hand paint it. And
the very first ever
Oz.
movie in color was before. No, it was before Wizard of Oz. It was a silent film.
That was the first Technicolor movie.
Yeah, it was the first Technicolor. Not the first movie in color though. There was a silent film from way back where they did something to give it fake color.
Yeah. That's it for movie news. A little film history lesson in there for you. Well, actually, fun fact: I might be subbing for a film class, and I would be teaching film history. And I think it's about the lesson would be when like color film started. So that's funny that we're talking about that. Okay. Anyways, TV news.
That's close.
It's close.
Try
Thank
again.
you. Is that better?
It's too
more
high.
time.
It needs to be
One more
deeper.
You'll get it.
Okay. Let me Let me psych myself up real quick. All right, you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4.
Are you just waiting for it
5.
to load and you're gonna? Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. That's what I
How was
thought.
that? How was that?
That's what I was waiting for.
I got 2 ads. I'm like, come on, just play it.
Let's play it.
There you
That
go.
was better. There you go.
There it is. All right, so we got the trailer for Mandalorian season 2. So I just rewatched it before we started, and it looks pretty sick. The thing I'm kind of wary, because like if you haven't watched all of season 1, Jeremy,
Like I haven't.
there's definitely like episodes that got most of the budget, and there's episodes that got none of the budget. So and then this trailer, there's a lot of really cool scenes, which I'm hoping are spread out in all the episodes and not just a single. Like 4 episodes are really cool, and then the other 6 are like, meh.
I don't know. I felt like with this. Oh, sorry. But
You
with,
just hit your
with this
gong
one,
in your room.
no, it's just a metal can accident hit. But definitely there was like a lot of hype for the first
Definitely.
season, but like after, like it got so much like stuff after and like publicity and stuff that like Disney's like, oh, we might have something here.
Yeah,
So we might like
I feel
dump
like
a little bit more.
I feel like the budget is definitely higher. I want to see actually. Season 1 budget. Okay. First season was 100 million. The second is is it still 100 million for the second season?
I don't know.
It might be, apparently, or maybe they just haven't revealed
There's no
it
budget.
yet.
It's all fan made.
First season was 15 million an episode. Oh, this is all from Mandalorian season 1. Okay, so maybe we don't know the budget for season 2 yet, but I'm willing to bet it's higher because just the trailer looks. There's some scenes in the trailer like where the scout troopers are like dropping down on their speeder bikes. I'm like, okay, that was some like hardcore, like there's some effects in that scene, and it looked really good. But like the opening scene has me like curious because it's Mando's ship and it looks like it's really beat up and like the back hangar flap is just open, and like the engines are sparking and stuff. So it's like, oh, what happened? And basically the plot of this season is the I forget what she's called, the blacksmith. She might just be called the blacksmith. The Mandalorian blacksmith at the end of the last season tells him that he has to take Baby Yoda to the Jedi. And so this season is basically him trying to find out where he needs to go. We see a lot more Empire. There's some stormtroopers, scout troopers, there's TIE fighters. There's some rebels, or I guess the New Republic at this point because it's after Return of the Jedi. You see some X-Wings. They give us a couple. They kind of like tease us with some action scenes, like
Did
cuts
you just
to black.
cut out?
Me?
No, you've been talking the whole time for me.
Oh, I was talking. But there's some some cool action scenes, but they like cut out to fade to black, so you just hear the sounds. So it's like they don't reveal too much, which I'm glad that they kind of did that, so we don't see all the cool stuff in the trailer. There's still some mystery to it. But it looks freaking sick. I can't ask Parker what he thought of it because he's the only other one that's watched the full season. But Jeremy, did you watch the trailer?
Not yet. You want to watch it real quick?
Nah, you can get it if you want. So Jeremy hasn't seen the full thing, but
I'm still finishing season 1.
Yeah, but just in this trailer alone, I'm like, all right, I think season 2 is gonna be like season 1 wasn't bad. If you go back and listen to our episode on it, I think I gave it like a 7. So I just think season 2 is gonna be like really good. Like season 1 was okay, but I think season 2 is gonna be like good. Parker, what are your thoughts on the trailer for Mando season 2? He is typing. I can see it. Am failing to reconnect over and over again. Cool.
So
okay,
how's
so
it going?
why don't you, if you can hear me, type what your thoughts are on the trailer. Cool or not? Oh, my internet just dipped a little bit too. Well, hopefully,
I don't think he can hear you.
hopefully all our internet isn't gonna explode, because that would suck. Next bit of TV news is we got a trailer for WandaVision. Both of these trailers came out a few weeks ago, but we didn't talk about them. WandaVision came out 8 days ago. Are we back?
Yeah, I think it's good now.
All right, perfect. What are your thoughts on the Mando trailer?
I think it looks good. It was nothing like super crazy.
But it
Not that I
definitely looked
expected
like a
something
step
crazy.
up from season 1. Like just
Yeah.
the shots with like effects in it and stuff.
Yeah,
Excuse me.
I agree.
Whew. Sorry, COVID. Oh, wait, I can't say that.
Wait, nothing?
Don't demonetize me, YouTube, even though I don't make any money off
Right.
this. But
Anyway.
the next trailer we got is the WandaVision trailer. I'm actually like super excited for these Marvel shows. So this WandaVision, like, just like, yes. I like this duo a lot, Scarlet Witch and Vision. And Elizabeth Olsen is easy on the eyes, so you know it's not hard to watch.
Just
The show.
kinda.
But the show, it looks so like wacky and like messing with your head, which makes sense for the characters. But it looks so just like interesting, like all over the place, and they give you like nothing in this trailer except for the fact that one of the characters, Vision's like, "Are you okay?" And she's like, "Am I dead?" He's like, "No, why would you think that?" She's like, "Well, because you are." And it's like, "Oh, what? Is Vision still alive? Is this all going on in his head? Like, is it all going on? Is she still alive or is he still alive in Scarlet Witch's head? Is it all in her head? Like, what's going on?" And it's going through all these different like eras in television and all like it's weird, but it looks cool. I'm excited for it. What about you guys? What are you thinking?
It looked really weird, and I just think I'm gonna have to watch it to figure out what the hell's going on, because it looked really, really weird.
Yes, that's what I said. Yeah, I don't know. I think it looked cool. I don't think it's gonna be very action heavy. I think it's gonna be like make you think, very cerebral, which is cool because like I think we've talked about it before. Like not every Marvel movie or TV show has to be, you know, like over the top superhero action. Like there can be different genres within the superhero genre. So I think it's cool to kind of get this like mind thriller kind of show. But it looks cool. I'm excited. What about you, Jeremy? What are your thoughts on it?
The WandaVision trailer?
Yes.
Okay, so I got sidetracked for a little bit, but yeah,
Let me get a
very-
ham
I don't know if it's just the way the trailer was edited, but it looks like very unique. Like not in a lot of like Marvel's style. I
Yeah,
feel a lot of their movies have like a similar style to them.
yeah, they're
Like,
stepping out of the formula.
because I heard like wasn't it like what the original director wanted to be more horror, and then kind of Marvel toned it back from what the original director wanted.
I think
I think that was for
Doctor
Multiverse of
Strange,
Madness.
right? Yeah.
Oh, that's Multiverse of Madness. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But I could
So,
see
but-
this kind of having some like, undertones of horror,
Do we
or
know
maybe
like anything
suspense.
about like when this takes place, or
I don't think
like,
so. I
or
think it's
where they are?
well,
Is it gonna be a TV show or a movie?
yeah, it's a TV show.
Okay,
so
so I
the
thought-
character says that Vision's dead. So I'm assuming it takes
thought-
place after Infinity War.
Oh,
But
yeah.
originally, I thought it was during before Civil War, or after Civil War, before Infinity
When
War.
they're by themselves, yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's after Infinity War. So that's what I'm saying. Like, is Vision still alive, or is it all in like Scarlet Witch's head? Like, what's going on? What's going on? But yeah, it looks cool. It looks interesting. I really want to watch it. Is there a release date? I think it just says coming soon. Yeah, because I think Falcon and the Winter Soldier was supposed to come out first, but then that got delayed because of COVID. And then actually, I think there was set photos of U.S. Agent from that show, which is essentially evil Captain America. Oh yeah, there were. Oh, he just looks like Captain America. He looks kind of like the Captain, if you know who that is, or the Nomad. I'll put a picture in the things you can see. But yeah, it's like a take on the Captain America mantle or costume, but like the star has an A in it, or instead of being an A, it's a star. And he has like stripes along his chest with the star instead of the star like banner thing that what's his face Captain America had. It's different, but he is holding the shield in these photos. So
Yeah.
I think they said something about it being a fight for the shield, something like that. I mean, obviously Falcon has it, but there's gonna be some tossing and some turning for it.
Why? Why would you say that?
Just trying to keep it interesting, But yeah, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier, that's coming out eventually sometime. There's also the Hawkeye show and the Loki show, which we have not heard about in a while. But so yeah, all we have so far is WandaVision. And then, so this next bit of news is a big old fat rumor. Literally the only websites reporting on it are like non-credible clickbait websites. But I thought it was interesting, so I wanted to run it by everyone. And that is the ever-present rumor of Netflix's Legend of Zelda TV series. Is that the latest bit, or the addition to that rumor, is that Tom Holland would be playing Link. Again, this is a big rumor. Take it with a big old grain of salt. But I'm interested. What do you guys think about Tom Holland possibly playing Link? As in, like,
I can see it.
Link.
Thanks, dude.
Yeah,
Posted a picture.
I
in
actually,
the
I don't
Discord.
think, as much as I love Tom Holland, I don't think he would be a good Link.
I've also haven't played a Zelda game since I was really little. So
I mean,
guess
like,
I could say.
Link, obviously, like, his name is Link because he's supposed to be a link between the game and the player. You're supposed to, like, put yourself onto Link. So he doesn't really have that much of a personality. But in him not having much of a personality, he has a personality. Like, every Link is pretty much the same. Like, he's obviously like heroic and obviously very stoic because he doesn't talk, but Link's also like a big goofball, and like he's very like kind and sweet. But like, I don't know, I think it's mostly the face. Like, Link has a very like soft pretty boy face, but like Tom Holland has like a very hard jawline. Link's face is almost kind of feminine, but I think Tom Holland just has a very like,
for that one you Link, it's definitely feminine, but some of the other ones.
well, that's
Links,
Kid Link. Not like all of the Links have a pretty feminine face. Like, if you look, like, I'll put it Ocarina of Time Link.
That's still Kid Link, isn't it?
Well, adult Link from Ocarina of Time, because that's Kid Link from the same game. But let's see. Okay, well, this one, Ocarina of Time, not as much. Let me see. Copy. So Ocarina of Time, I think it's just because it's like old art. But like, if you look at, let's do Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess Link. Ugh, he looks ugly in Twilight Princess. They did my boy dirty. I guess, no, he's still got a kind of a masculine face. Maybe it's just Breath of the Wild Link. I'm just used to seeing Breath of the Wild Link so much. With Breath of the Wild Link, definitely he has a softer looking face. His features aren't as sharp. Yeah. So, I mean, I guess it depends, but he still has like a very distinct look. I don't know. Maybe I'm just holding on to personal bias. But I don't know. Tom Holland, he's like, I don't know. I just can't see him as Link. Especially like if they gave him like blonde hair. I think Tom Holland would look weird blonde.
Yeah, he would look weird.
I don't
Blonde
know
hair
who
and
could-
blue eyes, Tom Holland.
Yeah, like, I don't know who could play Link. But yeah, I don't want Tom Holland, but I also can't think of anyone else that could play him. But I hope that show eventually happens, because that's been a rumor since like 2014, 6 years ago. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I would hope that the show actually happens at some point. And then the last bit of TV news is we got a trailer for the second part of the Transformers War for Cybertron trilogy on Netflix. It's Transformers Earthrise, so if you did not watch the previous season, it was about the fall of Cybertron, and it ends with the Autobots heading to Earth. So this season, I'm assuming, is the Decepticons still on Cybertron fighting the remaining Autobots, and then the Autobots waking up on Earth in the future, I think. I don't know. Maybe. But the first season was okay. It was definitely pretty like violent, and like there's definitely like adult things in it. Like there's Transformers getting beheaded, like cut in half, like Prisoners of War. Like, it's definitely like not necessarily a kid's show, but it also wasn't like super mature. But there definitely was some like mature stuff in it. I think it was just kind of, I don't know, it was a combination of like okay voice acting and like and sort of interesting storyline. Everything was just kind of like average, and that just added up to average. So, I mean, I did watch the whole thing. It was interesting enough for me to do that. So I am like interested to see where they go with it. My faith in Netflix trilogies is not super high though, because they did the like a Godzilla trilogy a few years ago, and the first one was like actually really cool and really interesting, and then the second one I was like, okay, it's starting to get like really anime. And then the third one was like, okay, what the frick? They just went full anime and it no longer makes any sense and it is stupid now. So they kind of ruined it. But I'm hoping they don't do this with Transformers. But yeah, in the trailer they show like there's a new faction and like the Decepticons going to kill the remaining Autobots and stuff. So I don't know when this one is coming out. I don't know if it says in the trailer. Let me see. Cyberpunk trilogy. Earthrise. Autobots. Roll out. No, it doesn't say when it's coming out. Yep, just says coming soon. Why does everything always give us a date? If you're gonna give us a trailer, give us a date. I don't know why they do that. But yeah, so that got a trailer. And then video game news. So some big money moves coming over from our boy Phil Spencer. Xbox bought Bethesda, the video game giant, for what was it, $7.5 billion?
I think it was
didn't they,
$8
they bought
billion.
the parent company to Bethesda, so they own
Yeah, so
Bethesda
they got
and
Bethesda and
Oh, yeah,
ZeniMax.
they bought
Studios
ZeniMax.
and...
Yeah, ZeniMax is the parent company, and so buying them, ZeniMax Media, they get Bethesda.
Everything.
Yeah, they paid $7.5 billion in cash. Making
Do you think Bethesda's worth more than
biggest
Star Wars?
video game purchased ever?
Well,
no.
no.
So Disney didn't buy it for only $7.5 billion. So George Lucas sold it for $7 billion in cash, but then another like, I think it was like,
doesn't he still have like crazy amount?
it's like some stupid amount
though.
of stock in Disney. So like George Lucas is one of the majority shareholders of Disney, which is
So
he made like
rich.
I think he made like 10 billion off of just the stock. So in reality, he's almost at like 20 billion or probably is at 20 billion from selling Star Wars and Lucasfilm.
And also at the time,
yeah, it was also
it went for $7 billion.
They bought
Nowadays,
it in
it'd probably be like
in what,
a lot more
like,
than that.
because Force Awakens came out 2015 and they bought it in like what, 2012, 2013 or something like that.
So there's a whole trilogy and a whole like
Yeah,
resurgence.
so yeah.
But do you think... Okay, but either way, is Bethesda worth that amount of money, especially in their current state?
Well, I mean, just think about how many times Skyrim has been re-released and how well it does every time.
But that's just one game. That one game hasn't made $8 billion.
I know, but I think
I don't know.
it's the the IPs. So the Elder Scrolls, Fallout, and Doom are the Elder Scrolls and Fallout.
Wolfenstein.
Yeah, but Elder Scrolls and
Doom.
Fallout are the two big ones, right? And those two are in like probably like the top 20 video game IPs, like in terms of popularity and sales, easily, right? And then you get Doom, Wolfenstein, all these other The Wolf Among Us, all these other games that they do. So I think like, and then they're doing the space, what should we call it? The space Skyrim, Star or something.
Starfield.
Yeah. So they got that. Elder Scrolls 6 is on the horizon.
For
So this means they own Obsidian now, too.
Does ZeniMax own Obsidian, or does Bethesda own Obsidian?
ZeniMax owned Obsidian.
Oh, well, yeah. I think didn't they already own Obsidian? Didn't Xbox already own it? Or Microsoft?
I don't think so.
Oh, well, I saw a meme.
I'm almost positive that.
I saw a meme where is like Xbox told Obsidian to make Skyrim with what is it, like Ascend or something like that. And then they're like, you know what? We'll just buy Skyrim. But yeah, so we might get New Vegas too.
Yeah, did you see the tweet
From
Obsidian?
No.
Someone tweeted at Obsidian saying, "So Fallout New Vegas 2," and all they posted was like a shoulder shrug emoji. But I'm sure they would love to do it.
Oh, yeah.
Knowing Obsidian.
Yeah. So it's the biggest video game purchase ever. But the cool thing is that, I mean, I don't really care because I'm gonna play Elder Scrolls on my computer anyway. But they said that Bethesda games aren't necessarily going to be Xbox exclusives. They're going to determine that on a game-to-game basis. So I could
Which is super smart.
I could see a lot of times it's going to be like a timed exclusive on Xbox and PC, and then it'll come to PS5, Switch.
It might be worth it. I kind of want to buy Game Pass now too, because all these games will be on Game Pass.
Game Pass is really good value.
Game Pass, yeah. Microsoft is really smart for Game Pass and xCloud. That's probably gonna make them more money this generation than the Xbox Series X will, at least for the beginning of the generation.
I don't know.
Yeah.
If PS5 doesn't do anything to compete with it, I think it's gonna be really like.
Well, do you see PS5 games? Sony said they support the $70 per game trend. So
yeah,
it's up to developers still, but all their games will be default sold for $70 now instead of $60.
Mm-hmm. I heard someone say Sony's no longer for the players, which is their slogan now. They're for the payers.
Yeah.
Big rip. Also, like, you see the Xbox, to get an extra terabyte for the Series X and Series S, it's $220 because it's like you have to buy their memory cards. So you could buy just another Series S for $80 more. That's how expensive memory cards are.
That's bad.
Yeah.
Like some Apple.
It's because
that's what Red cameras. Like cameras are expensive, but then like the freaking like storage for them is like
because you have to get
just as expensive.
Yeah, because it's for like cameras like Red and for these games, you have to get something that works with the systems create information and render information so fast from the internal SSDs, so you have to have something that's made for that to use as your memory card. So you can't just like have an external hard drive because it's not going to be fast enough. You have to put in another proprietary SSD to work with the hardware. So hopefully maybe like companies like what's their freaking name? Nori? Is it Nori? Or Corey? I don't know. But all these like accessory companies will make like their own cheaper versions or something like that. Because if it's just Xbox and just Sony, because they're both doing this kind of thing, if it's just them with selling these extra things and they're $250, $220, like that's gonna be kind of sick. But like, I always buy like physical stuff anyway, so and then I don't even know like how many games I'm gonna get for like my PS5 or whatever. So I mean, I'm not like super worried about it. But what we talk? Oh, we're talking about Xbox buying Bethesda. But yeah, so Xbox and it just kind of like happened too. Like I think I saw something after it happened. It was like the day before, some like prominent dude in the game journalist industry was like, Xbox planning to buy Bethesda, and then the next day it was Xbox bought Bethesda and ZeniMax for $7.5 billion, and I was like, oh, okay, it just kind of happened.
Kind of happened, yeah.
And everyone's like, all right, cool.
I feel like there was just a lot we didn't hear. I don't feel like it just didn't just happen.
Yeah, I mean, it just like was announced overnight. Like it was like, oh hey, this might happen. Oh hey, it happened.
Yeah, I woke up in the morning and thought.
Yeah. Let's see what else we got. Video game news. Impa, young Impa, was revealed for Hyrule Warriors 2: Age of Calamity, which the first Hyrule Warriors game was a great game. I loved it. It was very fun. And so Impa is the latest character that was revealed. So in Breath of the Wild, Impa is like 120 or something like that. So this game takes place 100 years before the events of Breath of the Wild. So obviously she is young, and she was revealed, and then the internet went ballistic. Everybody loves young Impa. Let me read a quote from our own Ben Gray. Beginning quote: "I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Young Impa is," and he put the OK symbol. He put that emoji. End quote. And I replied, "For reals." No,
for real though.
So if you played Breath of the Wild, Impa's granddaughter Paya is she's in the game, and there's a couple quests with her and stuff. She's a Sheikah, which is what Impa is. And so Impa literally looks exactly like Paya. Like it's the exact same model. I think Paya has like a face covering sort of that like covers her forehead, but Impa does not. That's like the only difference. But it's literally just Paya. But her playstyle looks really cool. She has like actually no. Paya doesn't have a face cover. They're literally the exact same. Okay, I'm gonna post a picture for you guys so you can see. So that's Paya. Young Impa. Copy. And that's young Impa. So their tattoos are different colors.
What? How are you supposed to tell the difference?
The tattoos. I guess they have different color eyes. Paya has... Oh no, she has brown eyes too. I think the Impas are just brighter.
Different hairstyle.
No, they have the same hairstyle. But Impa is Paya's grandmother. So Paya looks just that like young sense. Impa. But yeah, she has really cool like playstyle. Obviously the Sheikah are like ninjas. So she's like really quick, and she has like a little short sword, and like she has Sheik's needles and stuff, and like she can summon shadow clones, and she does like Sheikah magic and like fireballs and stuff. So she looks really cool. I'm really excited for that game. Yeah. Like if you play Sheik in Smash Bros, she has I guess it's a bomb, but there is Sheikah magic. But yeah, so Hyrule Warriors is really fun. I love Breath of the Wild, probably one of my favorite games ever. And so both of these together, and it's like story, because this is obviously the prequel to Breath of the Wild. So I'm like super excited for this. It comes out in 2 months, which kind of sucks. But they also, I guess, they revealed like Daruk's gameplay, but who cares about Daruk? It's all about young Impa. Am I right, boys? Just kidding.
I haven't played Breath of the Wild.
You should.
So.
It's so good.
Me either.
So good. You need to play it before Breath of the Wild 2 comes out. You have to play it. Oh my gosh, there's gonna be 3 Breath of the Wild games. That's gonna be cool. Yeah, if you want to come get it. Somebody come get her.
There's a moth in my brain.
Sorry. Yeah, no, you guys need to play it. I'm wondering if like you should play Hyrule Warriors 2 before Breath of the Wild, because it's a prequel, but it might be one of those prequels where it's like you have to play the original first and then go back. But at some point you should play Breath of the Wild at least.
I've been having a hard time getting into RPGs and just in general.
Breath of the Wild isn't an RPG. It's just an open world like action game. There's like you have like different weapons and armor, but there's no like stats or anything. That it's just like freedom, like in the purest sense of the word, just freedom. And it's like intoxicating and addicting. It's such a fun game. Such a fun game. Play it. Okay.
I will play it if you watch Game of Thrones.
No, I don't want to watch Game of Thrones.
I don't want to play the game.
But I don't want to watch Game of Thrones on principle. You don't want to play. You don't want to play Breath of the Wild because you just don't feel like it. But it's actually like that good.
So it's Game of Thrones. I don't know what to tell you.
No, but Breath of the Wild doesn't end badly. It's good the entire time.
That's fair. That's fair. Watch The Witcher season 1.
I watched part of The Witcher. I couldn't get into it.
It's 8 episodes. It's so hard to get through the first like 5.
Yeah, I watched it and I was like, I don't feel like
You don't
I
get
feel
it.
icky.
It doesn't make any sense.
I feel icky watching it.
Oh.
But last bit of news this week is finally we are getting information on the Crown Tundra, which is the second Pokemon Sword and Shield DLC. I feel like I need to replay that game. It feels like so long ago that it came out. I don't even remember anything.
I still hop on and shiny hunt.
Even the what was it? The Tower of something. The last DLC.
Tower of
What was it called?
Water and Dark.
No, yeah. What was the DLC called though? Oh, the Isle of Armor.
Isle of Armor.
That feels like
Jeez.
that feels like forever ago too. When was that?
It hasn't been that long.
When was it? That was in June, right?
Yeah.
It wasn't that good.
This freaking year. I actually really liked the Isle of Armor. It was really short, but I liked it a lot.
It was so short.
This one I think is gonna have a lot more content.
This one's gonna be way bigger.
Yeah, I'm like
every single legendary in the game.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited for legendary raids. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that's gonna be good.
But yeah. So when there was a trailer for Isle of Armor, or they were doing like an Isle of Armor like news update, and it ended up being like a 3-minute trailer. So I'm assuming that's what this is gonna be, just like an overview trailer. It probably won't be like a direct. I didn't say it was gonna be like a Pokemon Direct, so it's probably just gonna be an overview trailer. And then it released, I think, a week later, maybe 2 weeks later. So we'll probably get it sometime in October, probably mid-October.
I hope so.
Yeah. So obviously we know legendaries are coming back. So we got the legendary raids. We got the new legendary Calyrex. We got the Galarian bird trio. Another 100 returning Pokemon. And then
another dex to fill out.
Yep.
I did finish the Isle of Armor dex too.
And then I think so the story of this one is you're part of an expedition group, I think searching for the Reggies. It's like you and then this other character, and I'm assuming it's gonna be like Hop and maybe like Marty that will join you also.
It's what's the professor? What's her name?
Sonia?
Redhead. Yeah, Sonia will be in it. I know.
Is that confirmed?
Sony's in the trailer.
Is she? I don't remember.
The trailer that they showed when they first announced the expansions.
Oh, I haven't watched that in forever. So maybe Sonya. I could see Hop being in it too then, because he's her assistant.
Well, and it's the Crown Tundra is mentioned a few times in the Isle of Armor.
Yeah.
I can't remember what exactly is said.
But then also, they talk about the tournament. That's the other thing. The Tournament of Champions, where actually I don't know if that's called what it's called. I feel like that's from Marvel.
That sounds like something from Dragon Ball.
But there's a tournament, the doubles tournament. I think you can team up with like Marnie and Hop for that. So that'll be cool. And I think it's actually a co-op tournament. So I think you can like do online with other people. Don't quote me on that.
That's cool.
But yeah, there's a lot more stuff coming. Is there anything that you think we'll see, or anything that you want? Maybe some like returning Pokemon or anything like that.
I just want a way to transfer Pokemon Go Pokemon to it without having to buy another $60 game.
Is Let's Go still $60?
It's $50 at my Walmart. But all new games are $50 at that Walmart, so...
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Every single
Walmart,
Nintendo game is $50.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I bought the new Pokemon and then went to Walmart for something and realized it was 50.
Yeah, that's why I had 2 copies of Shields for a while.
What?
Because I pre-ordered it, and then the day it came out, it was at Walmart, and it was $50, so I just bought it and then returned my Amazon copy.
For $10?
Yeah, it was easy.
Well, is there anything that you want to see in Crown Tundra?
If I can't transfer my Pokemon without buying Let's Go, then I want Beldum / Metagross / Metang / Galarian form.
I could see Metagross coming back.
You think they're gonna go full dex or no?
No,
It'll be like 100 something.
it'll be like Isle of Armor probably.
Yeah. There'll be some Pokemon from the mainland, and then they're gonna bring back a bunch from other generations. I think
I wouldn't mind more Galarian forms. Oh,
I think we'll get more Galarian forms.
Galarian Snow King will be in it too.
Oh yeah.
That was yeah.
It's probably gonna be. I have a feeling it's gonna be like Poison Dark.
Yeah, I don't know.
Because Slow Bro is Poison Water, right? I think so.
I think he's Poison Psychic.
Oh, is he Poison Psychic? Yeah, you might be right.
I think so.
I have a feeling Slow King's gonna be Poison Dark. From that, like, because they show a little teaser of him, and he looks really evil.
Yeah.
So I have a feeling he's gonna be Poison Dark.
Yeah.
And then so yeah, I hope we get some more Galarian forms. This will never happen, but if it did, I would be so excited if they're like, oh yeah, by the way, Mega Evolution's back, and here's 5 new
Never
Megas.
Gonna happen. Never gonna happen.
Oh my god.
Can you imagine if we had Megas and
Could you imagine?
Megas and Dynamaxes and Gigantamaxes all at the same time? The professional Pokemon would just be a disaster. It'd be so complicated.
I miss Megas
Could you
so much.
Mega Evolve, then Dynamax?
No.
Mega Evolve and Gigantamax and then use a Z move.
You could only do. There's no Z moves in Gen 8.
I know. Not yet.
Not
Not
yet.
yet. That's what's coming out.
Everything's back. You can do whatever you want.
G-Max Z.
Well, no, because
G-Max Z move.
if Mega Evolution did come back,
Every Pokemon's a shiny.
so Mega Rayquaza doesn't need a Mega Stone to evolve. It just has to know a certain move. So you could Mega Evolve Rayquaza and then Dynamax it, and it could still hold an item. So you could give it a Z Crystal, and so you could use a Z move. Mega Rayquaza is already the strongest Pokemon ever.
Wait, he's not stronger than Gigantamax Eternatus.
Well, you can't get
a Gigantamax,
But he has his own stats.
Yes, because you need those for the game to work, but he's not an actual Pokemon.
He is. He's in the
He's
Pokédex.
just a big hand. He doesn't count.
Okay, this
It's
is
such a-
Super Brass Bros melee.
Is a little. That fight is kind of lame. He's just fighting a big hand.
It's so lame.
But something that I would like to see come back, or I think not come back. Something I would like to see is, so I heard this earlier today. Every even numbered generation has introduced new Eevee forms. So I think we could see. I think it'd be cool if we got a new Eevee form, and what type would be better for the UK region than dragon. So a dragon type Eevee I think would be awesome.
I want to Google that now.
I don't know what you'd call it. Maybe like Drakion.
Isn't that, what is that from?
Drakion is-
What is Drakion?
Sounds like Terrakion, which is another Pokemon. Is Drakion from something?
I feel like he is.
Oh, Drakon. That's from Power Rangers, isn't it? It's like
never
Drakon. Lord Draken, something like that. Yeah, Lord Draken. Yeah, he's from.
Is it a Digimon?
No, it's Power Rangers. He's the evil White Ranger. It's Tommy.
Is it?
It's like White Ranger Tommy in the future, where he's like full evil. His name is Lord Draken. But
there's a Drapion.
Yeah, there's Drapion.
Pokemon.
I mean, well, because
Close.
all different like words for so that you could. There's like dragon, drake, wyvern, naga, worm.
What's the
Like-
Dragon Registeel's name?
Reggie Drake or no Reggie? No, what is his name?
It's really bad, whatever it is. I remember.
Yeah, isn't it like Reggie
And
Drago?
so-
Reggie Drago.
Reggie Drago.
Yeah, Reggie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They should have called him Reggie Drake.
How do you even get him? I don't think.
He's in Crown
You
Tundra.
get him in Crown Tundra.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I thought.
What about what's the electric one?
Reggie Alecki.
Yeah, it should be called
Re-
Reggie
Reggie-
Volt.
Yeah,
Old
Reggie
Draco's
Volt. Yeah, I
this
said
is-
Reggie Volt. That would have been a way
Yeah,
better name.
should have been Reggie Volt.
Reggie
What
Alecki
is
and Reggie Drago.
Reggie Alecki.
Drago looks. He looks so funny because like the origin story is he made the head and it's
And
like
he
oh,
ran
I
out of
material.
Yeah, he ran out of
Just-
material. He's like,
Oh my!
but he said if
just
he finished, then Reggie Drago would be like one of the most dangerous things ever. I think it was a good thing he ran out of material because he would have been very dangerous.
Oh, guess I'll die then.
he would have. He's gonna be terrible.
No, he'll probably be really good.
I hope he has
Both of
really
them.
beefy stats and then like 5 speed.
I could see.
Literally, like,
I think Reggie Alecki will be just a special, like,
special
powerhouse.
Glass cannon.
Yeah, like a glass cannon. But I feel like Reggie Drago is gonna be a physical wall.
I need a slow glass cannon for my trick.
I
room
think
team.
I think Reggie Drago will be really slow and just have a ton of defense.
And good physical
but-
attack.
No, well, I think he's gonna be a slow mixed attacker. Like I think he's gonna have good physical and special attack. Just be a freaking tank. And just be really slow. And then Reggie Alecki will just be zip zapping. But I like Reggie Alecki's design a lot. I think it's really fun.
The Reggies have like their own moves.
My background right now is actually Reggie Alecki.
Gosh, I hate that name so much. It's so frustrating.
Oh, I have
Oh, that was loud.
Rayquaza one.
They were so close. Yes, Deoxys coming back. Bring back Deoxys.
Well, yeah, I think every legendary is coming back. Oh, every main legendary is coming back. I don't know if, like, side legendaries are. Yeah, I don't know. What would you call a dragon Eevee? I don't know. Let's see if anyone has come up with a good name for a dragon Eevee.
Dragon.
Scaleon.
CEO.
I can see Scaleon being a dragon. Is it Wyvion or Wyvion? Like wyvern. Drakeon.
Drakeon seems to be the.
Or you could do Dragion. Just add an E to dragon.
Oh, steel. I see one for steel Eevee and it's got like a shield on it.
Yeah, a steel type Eevee would be
You could have
cool.
like a sword and a shield Eevee.
Oh, I guess they could do a steel and make it like a knight, like an armored Eevee. That would be kind of cool, actually.
Or there's like two different steel versions, depending on like a move, kind of how like Reggie Celeste got the two forms.
Or you just do like version exclusive. Like if you have shield, it's a tanky one. If you have sword, it's a attacky one.
I do think a dragon one would be sick.
Yeah, I think dragon would be cool. Well, I think that's it for news this week. I am excited though that I get to wake up at 6 a.m. to watch the trailer.
6 a.m.
Why is it so
it'll be
early
7 for us.
I know. Well, it's 6 for Parker too. I think it's like 1 p.m. in Japan when they play it, so it's 6 a.m. here. It's like, why? But yeah, I think that's it for news. So let's talk about what we've been doing. And Parker, it's been a while since you were on, so why don't you tell us what you've been doing? Parker.
The main thing I've been doing is spending way too much time playing modded Minecraft again. In my free time, because I don't do much. Well, school started, so I won't be able to play it as much, but can't play football yet because I had the COVID earlier. I have to do a bunch of tests before I'm allowed to play. And that's pretty much it. There's not a lot that's been going on. I miss going to the movies.
Yeah.
Is your movie
When I went for
It's
when I went for
back
Tenet,
up in the Grand, but it's the Grand.
Yeah. When I went for Tenet, I was like, man, I miss this. Luckily, they're open here. I just haven't gone. But
yeah, I need to go.
Are you guys coming back for Thanksgiving break?
Yeah, I am.
We should see a movie then or something.
what about
Yeah, let's do it.
you, Jeremy? What have you been doing?
Well, I actually did a decent amount. Oh, like I said earlier, I've been rewatching Mandalorian, and it is really good. Solid. Definitely see why people are excited for season 2. It's just you can definitely tell they like aim for it to be a western.
Yes, it's
The way
very
it's shot
samurai
and
and
together.
western inspired.
Yeah. Once you realize that, you like, wait, why is they use that shot, or like they're like, oh, it's supposed to be like this. So I like it a lot. I also saw Tenet last Thursday.
What'd you think?
I thought it was really good. It's one of those movies where you had to think about it, and there's like so much that like first time you see it, you didn't even realize.
Yep.
So I saw with someone who was seeing it second time, and they like pointed out a ton of stuff. I was like, that movie's crazy.
Yeah, I think I need to watch it a second time, but
I need to watch it a second time also.
I haven't seen it.
It's like I had the movie, like I fully understood it, and then at the final battle, I just lost it because there's like so much going on. But I thought it was good. What else? Not too much. I haven't been playing very many games just because nothing's really come out I don't want to play. So, what about you, Nathaniel?
Well, I said it in the last episode. I kind of had like a kick to go back to good old Generation 6. So I've been playing through Pokemon Y, just because I missed Mega Evolution. I missed my son, Mega Charizard Y. The best Pokemon ever. He's just so cool and so good, and I missed Mega Evolution.
You make me miss Mega Mall.
It's so good. I remember those days when we just play Showdown for 16 hours a day. And I had Mega Charizard Y on my team with Flamethrower, Solar Beam, Dragon Pulse, and Protect. And I would just sweep. He was so good. He's so good.
I tried to make Mega Ampharos work too many times. It's terrible.
Yeah, Mega Ampharos is just kind of like, what are you supposed to do? What am I supposed to do with this?
Yeah.
I do have a Lucario on my team also. So I have Mega Lucario. He's also super cool. I love his design. And then I caught a Manectric, thinking I could add Mega Manectric to my team. But for some stupid reason, Pokemon does this every now and then where they just completely screw people over because they don't think about the longevity of their game. So there's version exclusive Megas, which is like, okay, yeah, duh. But for 2 of them specifically, for whatever reason, I don't know why you would I mean, I know why you do this, but I don't know why you would actually do it. So Manectric and Houndoom are version exclusives. You can catch Manectric in Y, and you can catch Houndoom in X. But their Megastones are only found in the opposite game. So you can find the Houndoomite in Y, where you catch Manectric, and you can find the Manectite in X, where you catch Houndoom. And it's so stupid. Why would you do that? I can't get the Manectite because the Gen 6 servers are down. Pokemon Bank no longer exists. So I couldn't send one over from my Mega Ruby to my X and Y. So I just have a non-Mega Evolving Manectric because they decided to put his Megastone in the game he's not in. Why? I'm so mad. And I have a great moveset for my Manectric. It knows Thunderbolt, Flamethrower, Snarl, and then Hidden Power Steel. And it's just this. And then in X and Y, you can EV train your Pokemon super easily. So it's maxed out special attack and speed. But I can't Mega Evolve it. So it's just what's the point? I mean, I'm going to keep it on my team because I like Manectric a lot. I'm mad if you couldn't tell that I can't get the Manectite in Y. It's so stupid. They literally, it's like there will come a point when people don't play your older games as much, and I don't have any friends here that have a 3DS and a copy of Pokemon X that I could be like, hey, can you trade me the Manectite? I just don't. Why would you have version exclusive items for Pokemon? I'm sorry. It's infuriating. But I am having fun playing the game. I just beat the 7th gym. So now I'm going to do the legendary stuff.
Like you're having so much fun.
But also they all the good TMs you can't get until after the Hall of Fame, and then you have to use every single HM to get to them. I just want Volt Switch. I just want Dark Pulse. Just give me the freaking TMs before I beat the game. I want them before I beat the game. But luckily in Gen 8, they you could just grind for TMs and TRs the second you hit the wild area. So that's cool. So I am more appreciative of the newer games because of things like this that are just stupid. But yeah, so I've been playing Pokemon. Been playing a little bit of Among Us with the guys. I'm not very good. I usually get killed off in the first round. And then if I'm the imposter, I tend to kill someone right in front of someone else. I've done it 3 times. Someone walks in on me killing someone. It's what are the odds that you just happen to walk in? Yeah, so I've been playing a little bit of Among Us. Started rewatching Mando. Watched the first 2 episodes. And I don't know if there's anything else I've been doing in particular. Really the only thing I've been watching other than that is like football. Rip to the 49ers. But actually, so if you didn't know, like 6 of our starters got injured, including our quarterback. But we did actually win this week. We stomped the Giants because they suck. Like our B team just obliterated their A team. But I don't know. Like I'm hopeful for the season, but I'm not too hopeful. Every time I'm like, I'm not gonna get as invested, and then I get invested, and we make it to the Super Bowl, and then we lose, and then I'm let down. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing, and then what I'm looking forward to, Hyrule Warriors 2. I think I'm gonna pick up Galaxy or Mario 3D All Stars. I want to, but then at the same time, I'm like, am I really even gonna play it? Because, like, how many times have I played Mario 64? Mario Sunshine is, like, a dumpster fire. And then Mario Galaxy, I do really want to play, but then I'm like, am I even going to have time? Like, am I going to start it and then finish it? And, like, is it worth it? And, like, I have a gift card, so I technically wouldn't be, like, paying for it. But I'm, like, at the same time, like, maybe I could get something else with it. But I do really want to get Hyrule Warriors 2, so I might pre-order that. But there's not really any other games or anything that are like coming out soon. Obviously, I'm looking forward to Crown Tundra. Might get Cyberpunk when that comes out. We'll see. Yeah, I don't know. I'm at a point where I'm like, I want to play games, not as much as like before. But it's like I have less and less time. And like something like Pokemon where it's literally I can just grab it and play it for like 5 minutes and then put it down again. Like something like that is really easy to play. But then like I haven't touched Ghost of Tsushima in like 2 months. So like games like that, I'm like, eh. But yeah, you know, I'm just kind of venting. But yeah, what are you looking forward to, Parker?
Crown Tundra.
Yep.
I don't know. I'm looking forward to getting the stuff that's going on right now over with so I can play football. I don't know. There's not a whole lot, really. I don't know.
Jeremy, there's nothing happening.
When does
Freaking
Pokemon
COVID? It'll probably come out next month. What are you looking forward to?
Well, I'm looking forward to that because hopefully there's going to be a lot more content, which I think will be nice because while Isle of Armor was good, I felt like it was so quick and not too much was added. What they added was really good, but I don't know. I feel like this game has had like super quick stories, and then there's a lot to do afterwards.
Yeah, I did start a Nuzlocke. I should go back and finish that.
Yeah, I went. How far did you make it with yours? Because I'm like,
I think
made it to the first gym.
I think I'm close to the first gym. I don't think I'm there yet. The last thing I remember doing is getting out of the cave, but I feel like I got a little bit further than that. So I'm not like entirely sure.
Yeah.
I'll have to go back and look. But I think that's the show. So thank you so much for listening. We hope you find time out of your busy schedule to come back and listen to us next week. But come on. We all know you've got nothing better to do. If you are listening on YouTube, make sure to hit like, comment, and subscribe. And make sure to hit that bell so you're always notified when we post a new video. Sorry. And then if you're listening on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, make sure to leave a review. It really helps us out. And tell a friend. And we will see you all in the next one. Peace out.